Greetings everyone, it is I, the future Godfather, and welcome back to another video. And today, it is finally time for part 1 of my 10,000 subscriber special, the CD collection video. Yeah, apologies for my hair not being slicked back and for not using my computer headphones. I'm recording this pretty late because procrastination, but again, I think it's time we do my CD collection video. This will be volume 4 of my CD collection series, and it'll be the last one for a very long time due to monetary reasons. I don't want to wind up spending too much money on buying CDs, but I'm open to getting them as Christmas gifts or as like birthday gifts or something. But in terms of getting so much of them in one year, as I've done in 2022 when I started this, hell, maybe even in 2023, nah, it's just not that really sustainable. And for this CD collection video, this is gonna be completely different because I will be showing off every album I've collected on CD so far, of which there are 30 of them, and 2 of which I have never shown on this channel before. Well, at least on video anyway. So given that, I am aware that for a large majority of these, I will have already shown on this channel twice. So hopefully we'll go through this relatively quickly, but I feel like I'll just give out a little bit more commentary for the albums I got on CD that I've never shown in this series before. So yeah, I think that's enough dilly-dallying. Let's get into it. First one I want to mention, of course, While One Is Less Than Two, my favorite album of all time. I got this one around the same time as Pendulum's Immersion and Orbital's Insides, but I consider this the de facto first album in my collection. Again, it's my personal favorite of all time. I don't think I need to go on. I don't think I need to go into a huge spiel as to why that is. I really adore this thing from front to back. Yeah, and here are the discs here. Since there are 2 of them. Since this is a double album, we got this. What is this? Like a giveaway card that expired 10 years ago, and here are the credits here. Here's the track list. And Petting Zoo, Petting Zoo, believe it or not, I mean, it's not an unreleased song, because 1, it appeared on Goat Simulator, obviously. And also, as you can tell, it's the bonus track off of the CD version of this very album. Let me put this card back, whoopsie daisy. Love this album, if you couldn't tell. My second channel, While R is Less Than L, is named after it. So, yeah. Alright, next. Pendulum's Immersion. The first album I got on CD with a jewel case. And for some reason, I wound up getting a promo copy of this album. Which, I'm still pretty, I'm still pretty taken aback by, even 3 years later. And it's also the first album where the front cover is also a booklet. So I just took that out. And then here's the booklet with all the songs here. And the track list is right here. The first 8 songs are right here, and then the other half of this album, it's around the back. And the disc looks like this. Perfectly matches with the underwater theming right here. Also, perfect timing with me showing this off, since this month they're releasing their brand new album, their first in 15 years. Inertia. And and here's the full track list of this album, which All 15 tracks are right here. Crush is continuously growing to be like one of my big favorites. Of course, The Fountain is excellent, as is with Self vs. Self, my personal favorite Pendulum song. Yeah, this album's pretty great all around. Excellent. Probably my favorite drum and bass album of all time. All right, and then we got Orbital Insides. Unfortunate to think about that. One time I dropped this album by accident and I wound up breaking the case in half. So yeah, my bad. But yeah, here's the booklet. This right here, it's still my favorite cover art of all time. I can't think of another album that has like art that is just as good as this one. Holy shit. And then here's the booklet here with like this cryptic imagery right here. I love this one. Your ignorance appalls me. Yeah, and Cyrus. Pretty interesting. Well, that's not the name. That's not the name of a track on this album, obviously. But that's the solar generator that they've used to make the track The Girl with the Sun in Her Head. And then on the back of the booklet, we have the credits here. If you can see that pretty clearly. Or not. probably the camera work going insane. And then the disc, a really nice yellow gold color here. Now let me just put this back together. And then the track list is on the back. Oh my God, so clear. You can see my phone too. But yeah, here's the track list here. Girl with the Sun in Her Head, as I've mentioned, is excellent. And oh my God, don't even get me started on that Out There Somewhere duology of tracks. I just love it so much. Same thing with the box. Aid Nance, Do or Booter's freaking great. And even Petrol, for probably my least favorite out of the original 8 tracks, but still just as good as everything else. Yeah, one of my favorites, Orbital, I've ever done, and another one of my all-time favorites. Coming up next, my intro to electronic music. deadmau5's random album title. Love this album too. Still in my top 10 of all time. And then, here's the booklet. The back, we got the track listing here. And then we got these really cool pictures of deadmau5 himself in a tux or suit and tie. And then we got the, and then we got the credits right in the smack dab middle of the booklet here. And then we got this really cool art style for the red mouse head. And the track list is also on the back of the CD as well. Of course, I remember. I remember. Go see the first grab bag if you want to hear my thoughts on it. And everything else is just great, excellent. I know I already keep using these terms a lot, but that's what I feel with this album, random album title. Truly changed my life, this album. All right, then we got 256 Pi's Marble Jar. Pretty weird that I'm making this video considering that the CD copies for real life and postcard use have been sold out. And yes, that means I didn't get a copy of that album, unfortunately. But I managed to get the last copy of this album when Tommy himself started selling copies of Marble Jar in 2021, I believe it was. I think this is still one of his finest ever additions to his discography. Not better than Noontide, Cyanotic Drifter, or Real Life and Postcard Use, mind you, but I think it's still really good stuff. And this is not a booklet. It's just kind of like cardboard thing. But the disc matches the branding, the cover art of this album pretty well. And then the track listing on the back is pretty neat, and all the tracks have like constellations and shit. Yeah. Marble Jar, really good album for sure. Pretty solid. And then we got Selected Ambient Works Volume 2 by Aphex Twin. I don't think that I need to explain my thoughts on this album that much. I think I've actually kind of exhausted my thoughts on this specific album already. Still in my top 3 albums of all time, and one of 6 albums at this point that I would consider a 10. Although at this point, as I get older, I think I might, consider some albums like a 10 sometime. Maybe Miles Davis' Bitches Brew, or maybe even FSOL's Down to Earth. But yeah, for now, let's focus on Sawtooth. One of my favorite albums of all time. Best ambient record for me, personally. We got the credits here. And then, right here, like, it shows, like, all the pie charts. I'm not even gonna bother taking it out because it's pretty large. But, yeah, and then this one is a double album here. A double album on CD. So yeah, you can see the pie charts here, and also right here as well. And if memory serves, I think that's to represent like how long the tracks are. And yeah, on the back we got some more pie charts. Yippee! Yeah. Selected Ambient Works Volume 2. Legendary album. And then we got Ed Sheeran's Multiply. With this one, let me explain. I wound up ordering this album in like the same order as SAW2. So I was just like, yeah, why not? Multiply, I think, is still a good album. Probably one of my favorite Ed Sheeran albums at this point. And then let me just take it out. Here's the booklet, and then it shows like each of the songs here. This has some really cool art, by the way. And here's another one, and another page right here. And then the last 2 songs right here. And some more really cool art on the back of said booklets. And then here's the disc and the track listing on the back with a green silhouette of Ed himself. And yeah, that's Multiply. Next up, Metamatics, Neoi. Yeah, there we go. Now I've adjusted the cover art correctly. Originally, this had like a sticker on the top, but I wound up removing that by mistake. So I decided to stick the booklet on the front and treat it as like the front cover. I mean, like on the official Bandcamp page, last time I checked, it shows just the painting of the dancer and not a red cover with a sticker of the dancer on the top. But yeah, Neoi, I think, is still a really excellent IDM album. Really unique packaging for the booklet itself, though, I will say. And then the disc is inside the case itself. If I could take that out, that'd be cool. And it's a really nice, it has a really nice vermilion color to it. Whoa. And it has the sticker on it. Well, not the sticker, or maybe it is, I don't know. It has this like thing on it, so that way the CD itself doesn't get scratched. Which, yeah, very, very smart call to do that. Next, Prince, Purple Rain. Do I even need to explain? It's Purple Rain, man. Let's just let's just get into it. And then the booklet looks kind of long for booklet standards. And then here's the track listing here, and all the tracks are in these really cool fonts, like damn. Yeah, and then we got the lyrics to all the all the songs here. So here's Let's Go Crazy, Take Me With You, and then Computer Blue, and then Darlene, Nikki, and then When Doves Cry, I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star. Damn, this like Chicago-esque font for that song. And then the title track, Purple Rain. And yeah, that's it for the booklet. And oh yeah, this is the back cover of the booklet. Really nice foliage here. And then here's the disc, which is so clear that you can see a reflection of my phone and me. And then here's the back with the track listing as well. And that's Purple Rain. And then we got Taylor Swift's Red, but it's the Taylor's version. I wound up picking this album up from a Walmart in Pennsylvania back in like February 2022 when when the mid-break things came around. And yeah, I just saw this album and I'm like, why not? Let's buy it. I think Red is it's a very good album. And yeah, let me just take the booklet out. And then here's this prologue that I'm not even gonna bother reading for obvious reasons. And then after that, much like Purple Rain, it has it has the names of the tracks on it, but it doesn't have like the lyrics in the booklet. Like it has like the name of the song and then the credits. And then here's the next two, and then the next two. And then the next two after that, and the next one after that, and then these, and then I think it has like more. I think on the Taylor's version of the album, it has like more tracks added on to the original set of tracks for the album, if I'm not mistaken. So there's more to look through in the booklet. Babe, and then Message in a Bottle. Oh my god, it's taking long here. And then here's the next two. And then it ends with All Too Well. And then that's the end of the booklet here. Yeah. And then here's the disc, and fitting enough that it's in like a red tint. And here's the back of the cover here. Yeah. Next up, Eros, Ramazzotti, Calma, Apparente. Probably my favorite Eros album at this point. And then here's the booklet. And it pretty much just has like the names of the songs as well as the lyrics. And I should note that I actually got the Spanish version of this album because it has like only one P like on the word apparente. If it were two P's, then it'd be the Italian version. Oh yeah, I Belong to You. I think it's still an excellent song in my eyes. And then here's some more songs and more. Also, wow, that photography looks sick. And then there's more. Oh yeah, and then it has like the credits at the end as well. And then the the back cover of the booklet. Yeah, and then here's the disc. Looks pretty gritty. Yeah, and then the track list on the back. Next up, a true all-timer right there. Future Sound of London's Lifeforms. Another one of my 10s for a very good reason. I think the sound design is just like on another level. And yeah, it's my favorite album from FSOL. Hopefully I actually wind up making a mega collab out of that album sometime. So yeah, here's the front cover. Another one of my favorite cover arts ever in any album. And I don't think I need to tell you how sick like the art looks. Looks so goddamn cool. Yeah, and here's some more cool arts. And here is the back cover of the booklet, followed by another clear disc and the track listing on the back. And yeah, I think Eggshell is still my favorite on the album, followed closely by Flak. Believe it or not, yeah, thinking about it, I feel like Flak and Eggshell could switch around for like my favorite song on this album. Next up, Boards of Canada, Geogaddi. I always considered this one to be my favorite BOC album. A far cry from Music Has the Right to Children, but still has that Boards of Canada flair to it. And the way that they just went about, like, just making it sound like more nightmarish, it just fits them well. And let me take out the booklet here, and pretty much like the front cover itself, all the images are kaleidoscopic. Pretty nifty if I do say so myself. And yeah, I still think this is creepy as shit. Yeah, and then here's the back cover of the booklet again. And then here is the disc and the back cover with the track listing on it. Oh my god, Illuminati confirmed. Okay, Rob, stop it. We're not in the MLG days anymore. that meme's dead. Yeah, and as for favorites, Julian Candy. Wait, I don't think Julian Candy, still excellent. Who can't forget about 1969 in the sunshine? I don't think you can see it clearly, because I don't know. I'm recording this on my phone, like I've done with the previous 3 volumes of my CD collection series. Sunshine Recorder, that's another really cool one. Music is Math, and then Magic Window. I mean, definitely my least favorite by default, because obviously it's just silence, but pretty significant because of like just the fact that it contributes to the album being 66 minutes and 6 seconds long. Just so it could be 666, the devil's number. Yeah, pretty cool. Then we got Autechre's Incunabula. I still hold this up in high regard as one of my favorite albums they've done. I think it's still my second favorite album from them, only being bested by XI. So now let me just take this out. And yeah, this was part of the Artificial Intelligence series of albums that Warp Records released. Come on, let me just take this booklet out. Damn. All right, so here is the booklet, and it's not even a booklet. It's just like an extended version of like the cover art, I guess. But yeah. That's Incunabula's booklet. And then here's the disc, which, oh my God, it's popping out. Yeah, and here's the disc, which, believe it or not, it's the only place where you're gonna find the track listing on CD copies of this album. It actually, like the track listing does not appear on the back cover, like with other albums I've already shown in this video. So yeah, great. You never know what track you're gonna play unless you pay attention more closely. And then we got BT, These Hopeful Machines. Still to this day, the only BT album I've ever had in my collection. I really want to get this Binary Universe next, or maybe ESCM, or If the Stars Are Eternal. But yeah, let's not take it away from just how fucking awesome this is. I've loved this album ever since I started getting into him like a couple years ago in the pandemic days. All right, now let me just take the booklet out. And yeah, this has like some great art right here. Just wow. Yeah, so we got, hold on, am I holding it upside down? Oh my God, I'm holding it upside down. Here's the booklet, pretty long. This has like the last 6 tracks on it on this side. And then if we go here, then it has the first 6 tracks on the album. And then if we flip it like this, you get some neat single arts here that are pretty much interconnected with each other. So I think this is Rose of Jericho, if I can recall. And then this is Every Other Way. This is Suddenly. Yeah, I think this one is Forget Me. The Emergency. And then we go back down to the album cover itself. And now I'm going to take some time to put this back together, and there you go. Pardon me for the technical difficulties. All right, and then obviously this is a double album here, and for whatever reason, both of these discs are like stuck together. So yeah, this is the A side, which goes from Suddenly up through Forget Me. And then here's the B side, which goes from A Million Stars up through his cover of the psychedelic First, The Ghost in You. All right, and then here is the track listing with all the tracks. Pretty cool branding for like the E's being reversed. Yeah, and again, These Hopeful Machines, just borderline life-affirming stuff right there. That's all I'll say. And then we got Eros Ramazzotti's Best of Eros Ramazzotti, which yeah, this is a compilation album that I've actually inherited from my mom, since she also loves Eros Ramazzotti. So yeah, here's the booklet here, which yeah, this is a booklet indeed. And inside of it, it's a picture of a really cool looking sunset. And then we got the names of the tracks here. And then here is the disc. A really nice, like a light blue, like slightly teal tinge to it. And then the track listing can also be found on the back of the CD itself. Next, my favorite breakcore album, Rossz Csillag by Venetian Snares. And yeah, I love this album just for like just seamlessly combining orchestrals and Aaron's usual breakcore style, just like in a seamless fashion. Front cover also looks sick. There's nothing in this booklet, but there is something on the back, and those are words that I'm not even gonna bother reading again. And then here we have another clear disc. again. In fact, that actually might be the clearest looking disc in my collection because it almost looks like a mirror. Yeah, and then here is the back of the cover here. Obviously, I gotta give it to Sarah Jesetlin for being my favorite song on the album, my favorite track on the album. Those are not songs. Songs would imply that they would have lyrics. Followed closely by Ongiklos Vasonap, and then Maso Dikolam is another one of my favorites too, as is with Zamar Madar, and Ketsarkum Mosgolam doesn't really overstay its welcome either. But like, yeah, every track here I feel like is at least worth hearing for anyone looking into, you know, at the very least, the accessible side of breakcore. And then we got Hybrids Wide Angle. Pretty tragic thing about that. Yeah, when this came in the mail, the disc came out looking like this, like a little bit cracked. So yeah, it doesn't really work, but you know, I just like to keep it for, you know, just for show, you know. And now let me just take out the booklet here. And whoa, I feel like this will be another one that'll be a pain to put back together. Well, actually, maybe it's not. We got some really cool pictures of what I think is the band and their car. And then we got the track listing here along with the credits. And what I think are more credits as well. And that's the last of the credits, I believe, so we can safely put this cover art back. And oh yeah, here's another picture of them on the back. And again, the disc cracked as hell and it keeps falling out whenever I try to show it in this manner. And yeah, I feel like every track here is at least worth hearing once again. Finished Symphony, man. Don't even get me started on that one. Just beautiful stuff. Jesus. All right, next up, we got The Orb with their debut album, Adventures Beyond the Ultra World. Still an absolute classic to me. Just wonderful stuff. They really knocked it out of the park for their first album. All right, and then here's the booklet right here. Really nice shuriken looking art here, and then fitting with this album's theme, it's like all cosmic and galaxy-like. Fits well with their concept here, and then some more words, and then even more words and some more cool space imagery. Oh yeah, I think this just goes. I think this just goes into detail about like every single track. So yeah, so this one's Little Fluffy Clouds, and then Earth Gaia, Perpetual Dawn, and then okay, it doesn't go into detail about every track. Just only a few select tracks here. A huge, ever pulsating brain that rules from the center of the Ultra World. One of my favorites from The Orb as well. And then some more words. And then here's the track listing here. And right here as well. And then that's the booklet here. All right, and then we got the discs here. We got disc 1 and disc 2, and then disc 3, which took me a bit to get out, but yeah, disc 3. Also, I still think that like that art right here looks pretty cool. Still giving off Pink Floyd's Animals for whatever reason. And then the track listing can also be found on the back cover because, yeah, why not? Yeah, and that's Ultra World. All right, and then next we have the Prodigy's The Fat of the Land. My favorite of their albums. Also, I like this cover art because Mr. Crab. All right, so here's the booklet here, and just collection of words that would feel in place in some sort of like trailer about, I don't know. And then we got this cartoon looking thing. Kind of reminds me of like the Gorillaz art style, I think. And then we got a list of the tracks here. And then more words. Yeah. Steel Lord. And then the back. All right, so here is the disc. And then the track list is on the back with that same kick-ass font. And yeah, Fat of the Land. Big B at its very, very finest, if I do say so myself. Then we got the Foo Fighters' Wasting Light. My second favorite album of theirs, and one that I kind of consider to be a bit underrated in their catalog. So yeah, cover art looks pretty sick, and then the booklet right inside the case itself. And we got some pretty cool pictures of the band and these like nice effects. Wow, this red and purple and pink looking picture, it's giving off My Bloody Valentine, Loveless. I think that's the name of the album. And then we got more pictures of them. And then another one where both pages are like interconnecting with each other. And then some more stuff. And then more stuff. And the credits right here. And the back. All right, now let me just take out the disc. It's like literally on the other side of the packaging. All right, here we go. Took it out. Pretty nice hints of yellow on that disc. Also looks pretty sick. And the track listing on the back. Rope and Walk, I think, are tied for my favorite song on the album. Although these days I'm in like the mood to listen to Walk a tiny bit more because of its more meaningful lyrics to me. And yeah, Wasting Light, just an excellent album from these guys, in my opinion. All right, and then Flying Lotus Cosmogramma. Yeah, love this album too. Really kick-ass cover art as well. And then the track listing is right on the back of this booklet. Yeah, and out of all of these, Zodiac shit is my favorite. And yeah, great shit too. And then some really complex art on the inside, and even more complex art on the disc. Really, really cool looking. And then we got, I don't know what this is, a rose, a cup. I don't know what that is, but yeah, Cosmogramma, great album. Excellent album, pretty much one of my favorite electronic albums of the 2010s. And then David Bowie, Blackstar, my favorite of all of his albums. Yeah, and all I can say, rest in peace, David Bowie. Pretty nice packaging with just everything being dark, including the disc itself. And there is, wait, there's no booklet? Hold on. Oh yeah, there is a booklet. Yeah, I remember now, there's a booklet. I should know, because I have this in my collection. And yeah, you can like only just barely see it because, whoa, am I holding this upside down? Okay, yeah, I think I was holding this upside down. But yeah, you can just barely see like the text here. It's just black on black, because Blackstar. Yeah, and then, yeah, so just going through this booklet here. Here's one for Lazarus, a whole section dedicated to Lazarus. Sue, and then Girl Loves Me. That shape kind of looked like Mattel, like the Mattel logo. And then I Can't Give Everything Away. goddamn, what a song. That's all I'll say on that one. What a song. I guess, I believe this is like the track listing here. Again, I should know this because I have it in my collection. And then we got the credits right here, and this is the actual back cover. Not this, this is the back cover of it. Yeah, but the track listing can also be found on the back cover like usual. And yeah, that's it for Blackstar. Just an absolute goddamn masterpiece of an album. And again, rest in peace, David Bowie. Next, Fred Again's Actual Life 3. I think at this point, it's my favorite of his Actual Life trilogy of albums. Yeah, and then this is not really a booklet, another one of those cardboard things, like with the marble jar packaging from early in the video. And then the disc, fittingly enough, is blue. And what I have here is the deluxe edition. So this version of the album has like 4 tracks after the last track, September 9th, 2022. And out of all these, Delilah, still my easy choice for my favorite on this album. But that's not to say all the other tracks aren't at least good to me. It's a pretty great album all around. I think I still stand by its placement on my 2022 year-end list. And then this one, we have Björk's Post. Wound up getting like a different cover art for this one with the packaging. But yes, this is indeed Post by Björk. So yeah, the front cover, really nice lily pad flower on the front cover. Why can't I just pronounce words right today? And then here is the booklet here with the lyrics for the songs here, along with the credits right here. And hold on, I think I might have closed this wrong. And then we got some Icelandic words that I cannot read. But I think this is her thanking all of the people who worked on this album, as well as her fans, which, I mean, it's always nice to see. All right, and then here is the disc, which is clear as day, and it has Björk's writing on it, and then the track listing with all the tracks, and the barcode is like blocking the names of the last few tracks on this album, with the exception of Isabel. But yeah, so many wall-to-wall bangers on this thing. Army of Me, and possibly Maybe Especially, and Hyper Ballad too. Yeah, so many of her best songs can be found on Post. Then we got The Cure's Disintegration. One of my favorite albums to have come out of the 80s, hands down. Here's the cover art here. And then the credits can be found here. And then here, the next few pages are, the next few pages contain like the song's lyrics in them, as well as some pictures here. So we got some more songs here. And then here's the last few. And then the back. And then here's the disc, which has some like flower on it, which I think looks pretty cool. And then the track listing can also be found on the back cover, but all the tracks are on like the 4 corners, 4 sides of the cover itself. But yeah, love this album still. All right, we got 4 more CDs left in this video for me to show y'all. And the penultimate one that I've already shown on this channel before is Cornelius Fantasma. And let me just get this booklet out, and it has all the tracks on it, which also have like the lyrics on it. Really really like this art though, kind of giving off the Beatles' Rubber Soul. And then here are some more songs, and then get some more cool pictures here. Yeah, this kind of looks silly. This page, with especially with the fucking painting of Beethoven being plastered on that. That's kind of funny. And yeah, here's some more interesting imagery. And yeah, this one's the last. Yeah, this one that's the last 2 pages. And yeah, that's the booklet. All right, and then here is the disc, which looks pretty sci-fi-y, if I do say so myself. And then the back with all of the tracks on it, track listing. Yeah, you get the deal. All right, and then here's the last one that I've already shown on this channel in this series, Daft Punk's Discovery. I don't think I need to explain all that much about this album. I don't think I need to tell you how fantastic this is. All right, so here is the booklet, and if we open it up, we get the tracks with the lyrics for the first 2 pages, and then we get this really cool picture of the group for the next 2 pages, and then Too Long taking up one of the last pages, and then we got a picture of Thomas Bangalter playing the piano, and Guy-Manuel just watching, I guess, I don't know. And then the track listing can also be found on the simplistic disc, as well as on the back of the track listing. So unlike Incunabula, you can like follow along, I guess, yeah. And now that leads us to the last 2 CDs that I've never shown in video form before, starting with the Avalanches, Since I Left You. This is the most recent album that I've considered a 10 for such a long time. Like, I considered it like a 9.5 at best, and like it like there were times where I just felt inclined to give this a perfect 10 out of 10 score. But yeah, I don't know. When I started working on the Mega Collab for this album, just re-listening to this album in preparation for that video, I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is actually a masterpiece, an actual 10 out of 10 album. And like I've said early in the video, there might be more albums where I consider a 10 as well, if I just, you know, sit down and listen to it more and more and more closely. Like it could get there. And yeah. And oh my god, the fucking credits, bro. Bro, when I saw like the sample credits on this thing, like it actually had me cackling, because oh my god, look at how small the text is. Look at how fucking small the text is. It's so hilarious. And I believe there is a booklet okay, there's actually not a booklet here. What am I saying? But yeah, here is the disc right here, and the track listing can also be found on the back yet again. And yeah, this actually is, to me, just the gold standard of like how much emotional resonance a Plunderphonics project like this can bring. It really is, I think, the best of this kind of music in the electronic world. Just an absolute like game changer to me. Tracks like the title track and Frontier Psychiatrist especially. Oh my god, legendary stuff. And then last, but certainly not least, to cap off this very big volume in my CD collection series, we have Jeff Rosenstock, Hell Mode. Which, yeah, this is the second album I ever covered in Robert's Recharged Mega Collabs. and like I still think that I should have put this in my top 5 of 2023 instead of top 10, because this one just keeps getting better and better and better the more times I hear it. Not only like is the production and the instrumentation fantastic, but just the lyrics, bro. The fucking lyrics. Especially Stay Young Till You Die on 3 Summers. Oh my god. Like, this continues to just hold up. Jeff Rosenstock really is something else, man. And yeah, here is the the cover here, and here's some more art. And the booklet is right here. Really nice picture of some fireworks going through some sort of like pink effect, fitting with this album here. And then we got the songs with the lyrics. So we got Will You Still You and Head. And then we got Liked You Better on the next page. I like me better when you were on my mind. Whatever the lyrics are, but that's still a great song. And then Doubt. And then Future is Dumb, my personal favorite on the album. Yeah, sorry if I'm not showing the lyrics clearly. And then we got Soft Living, Heal Mode, the sort of title track for the album because it's called Hell Mode and this is called Heal Mode. So I guess it's the title track, but also not really. And then Life Admin, and then I Wanna Be Wrong. That one I feel like gets better and better every time. I feel like this would be in my top 5 for Hell Mode these days. That one track. And then Graveyard Song and 3 Summers. And just, my god, 3 Summers. One of the best endings to any album, period, in my opinion. And then this very long message from Jeff, just thanking all the people that worked on this album with him, as well as the fans. Yeah, so let me put this back where it belongs. All right, here is the CD here, and the track listing can also be found on the back, but like towards the bottom. And yeah, Hell Mode, just fantastic album, one of my favorites of 2023, and perhaps even of this whole decade. And finally, that's gonna do it for Volume 4 of my CD collection series, which is part 1 of my 10K sub special. Again, this will be the last one for a very long time, but I'll be open to do another one sometime in maybe a couple years. Maybe if I wind up getting like 5 to 10 more, maybe I'll make another one of those. But when I make the next one, it'll definitely not be like every CD I've collected so far. It's just for this volume. But yeah, be on the lookout for part 2, where I talk about every track that I've ever submitted for a grab bag and or submission ranking, and I feel like that'll be a very interesting topic on this channel, because yeah, taking a part of these submission rankings and grab bags, it really is such a thrilling experience, and it's even more rewarding too, you know, coming out of the other end, just finding out how much said ranker loves your shit, like loves your requested songs. So yeah, I can't wait to make that video next. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like, share if you want, and subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss videos like this one. Also, sorry for sounding a little rambly throughout the whole video. That's what happens when I try to make unscripted content like this. But yeah, you can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr, or go listen to my original music on Bandcamp. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, and have a fantastic day.